leave the software on your computer, and then I can just turn you back on later on. Okay? Don't have to do the reinstall. It's really cool. One design platform in the business, customers love that. And anyone that's upgrading from Windows XP to Windows 7 or Windows 8, okay, if you're on the older version, it's not going to be compatible. Okay, so the best way to get the supported Adobe products is if you have Creative Cloud. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pass to Colin, who's going to show you some of the new stuff. Colin, please.
Kamusta? Kamusta? Okay. Good morning, all of you. My name is Colin, and I work closely with Brent on Adobe Creative Cloud for Team. All right, today I'm going to show you some features on how you can show the Creative Cloud within the Creative Cloud for Team. Now let me just get started. All right. Okay. Okay, so how many of you here use Photoshop? Okay, InDesign, a few, Illustrator. Okay, so I'm going to show you some features in Adobe Creative Cloud for Team. Now I'll start off with the iPad, the collaborative features, then I'll go into the Photoshop. Okay, so let me just put this up. Okay, so let me get started. I'm showing from my iPad, and this is the Digital Publishing Suite single edition that Brent talked about earlier. All right, with Creative Cloud, we are giving customers like you, designers, access to create content, unlimited apps in single edition in the Adobe Creative Cloud for Team. Now, Wallace Cotton, earlier Brent talked about how they have collateral, content, published out in print, and now they actually use the DPS to reach out to more customers. Okay, so you can see these are their catalogs, images, slideshow, a lot more interactivity being included within the Digital Publishing Suite. And I can browse it, and I can tap for details, so you can see not just pricing. I can tap, I can go into the browser, and I can purchase from there. So full scale of interactivity that Wallace Cotton take advantage of in the Digital Publishing Suite. All right, so now, apart from that, I just want to share with you Adobe Creative Cloud for Team. Now I've signed in to my account, and these are all my content. And the beauty of Creative Cloud for Team is the ability to share files and collaborate, especially if your clients don't have Photoshop, they can still browse your files. You don't have to flatten the file. You don't have to send them a Photoshop. They don't have to download a Photoshop just to view the file. All right, so okay, so let me just show you. I have a Photoshop file here, an Illustrator file. I'm just using my iPad. There's no Photoshop installed. There's no Illustrator installed. And let's say I take out I've done a pitching for my client, and I go to the office. Sir, ma'am, this is my design, and I'm going to show you that I can even show and hide layers within the browser. I have version A, version B, and version C. Okay, so this is my file, and this is my first version. If my boss, or rather if my client is not happy, I can then hide and show the second version. Okay, all using a browser within my iPad. Or I can do it using my desktop as well. My client just go in and browse the file. Okay? So I can show and hide the first version, the second version, and the third version from here, as you can see. So this is the second version where you can see that initially was a circle, now you can see there's a straight line from here, and I can show you the original file, which is version 3. Alright, so in terms of pitching to your customers, to your clients, it's a lot more easier and smoother. My clients can also put in comments. So if let's say they prefer the second version, they can put in comments from here. And the beauty of the Creative Cloud for Team, you can even view the color swatches from here. Alright, so these are my colors, these are my fonts, and as what Brent say, now Typekit desktop tools is going to be made available to Creative Cloud subscribers. I can share the files. Okay, I can download them if I allow my client to download, or I can simply share this file with my fellow colleagues or with other shareholders. Now it's only at private, so only I can view it. If I swap it over to public, I allow my client to add comments, or I allow my clients to download the file. Okay, let me try. It's madaling gamitin. Okay, it's very easy to use. Not just for Photoshop, even for Illustrator files as well. What I love about the Illustrator previewing on here is I can browse the different pages. You know, in Illustrator there are different artboards. I can browse the artboards from here as well. Okay, and naturally I will be able to see all my different layers. Is it good? Do you think it's good? Alright, so, and of course, within the Creative Cloud for Team, as what Brent said, you have access to the tools that you need. You can use Photoshop, Illustrator to create print. You can use InDesign to create digital publishing and pass it on to iPad devices. Or you can use our tools to create for web. And of course, you have access to our video tools if you want to create videos, publish it to YouTube, and other avenues. Alright, we have training as well. So you can see all our applications are made available within the Creative Cloud for Team. Alright, and within the Learn, just want to quickly show you, within the Learn, we have training videos from our worldwide training centers. And in case you are learning a new product or you are learning a new workflow, you can access all these videos in the Creative Cloud for Team subscription. Right, these videos are only available there. You can't find it from Adobe TV or YouTube. Okay? Alright, so just very quickly. So I'm going to move on to the next portion. Photoshop. How many of you here want to see Photoshop? No? Then I'll just show Dreamweaver. Okay. Can I switch over? Okay. Let me find a way to tilt this. Alright, so... Oh. It's okay. Alright, so now let me show you Photoshop. Okay, sorry, I need both hands, so a standing mic is useful. Alright, so Photoshop. Now I'm going to show you this, whatever that I'm showing you, all that I've shown you rather, is only available through the Creative Cloud. Okay, you won't find this in Photoshop CS6, unfortunately. Now, here I have an image. You can see that it's badly taken. Why? Because it's blur, and maybe I shift my camera when I was taking this photo. Now in Photoshop Creative Cloud, we have rebranded our applications. It's going to be Photoshop CC for short, Photoshop Creative Cloud, Illustrator CC, InDesign CC, etc. And what I can do, if let's say I know that this image has problems, I can simply go into Sharpen, and I will have the tools from here. Okay, so before that, let me just quickly show you another feature as well. It is the Smart Objects. Alright, so within Photoshop right now, we do allow you to have applying different filters within the same layer. Okay, we know that last time in Photoshop CS6, for example, if I want to apply filters, it will be different layers altogether. So let's say I'm going to show you if I have one layer, and if I want to apply the different layer, I would have to apply it separately. So let's say now I'm going to use Iris Blur. Okay, I'm going to apply a very simple blur here Okay? And if I want to have the original file